Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for May 28th, 2025. And we have a few things going on, but more minor aspects. Moon is in Gemini until 1:33 p.m. Eastern Time when the moon moves into Cancer. So the moon will be conjunct to Jupiter for the last time while Jupiter is in Gemini. And Sun and Mercury are parallel. Just a second, I have to yell at one of my girls. Livy, get back in here. You're not allowed to leave the yard. Livy, you're not allowed to leave the yard. We're going to have that problem until about 1:33 p.m. personally, because we have a lot of Gemini energy. We tend to be all over the place. We want to ask questions. We want to explore. Variety is what we're after. Options. And moon, emotionally, we can really have a peak when it comes to that because the moon is sitting with Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. So we can find comfort through, connecting with a variety of different things, different sources of information, waking up and referencing different news, different reports. It's not like wildly out of step, like serious Uranian influences. It's just an appreciation of what adds. So Sun and Mercury being in a parallel does make it easier to have our personal expression and the way we think and do things be very much on the same page. So curious until 1:33 p.m. Eastern Time when the moon does move into Cancer and then quickly forms a square to Saturn and Neptune. So this is different. This is a very different energy. So we have that kind of, surface curiosity going on. Might even struggle with some restlessness or lack of focus. And then we come into this like screeching halt with moon coming into Cancer. And then we have this like a mood of wanting to fold in on ourselves because we're not really sure about how we feel or what the direction is or what is the next step. And so there's this like an insecurity or a confusion or a wondering that can facilitate more of an insular action rather than this open curiosity where we're just kind of more surface and affable and more promiscuous in what it is that we search out in the first half of the day. I- there is emotion that develops later on that can make it more difficult to see through or to act straight through. Hey, Emma Jean. Yeah, some people enjoy the deeper days, when we do have those watery moons, and other people find it too emotional, uh, much more complex. So that's a good point you got there. So that complexity is something that we just have to move through as the day advances, and it's likely that we'll connect less and have less open mm, less open curiosity and definitely not a pull towards what is yet unknown or new. There's not a pull with the moon in Cancer in a square to Saturn and Neptune to what is untried or untested. That's what makes us feel kinda queasy. So, as things come up that are not easily understood or, filed away or categorized, this is where we can seek escape or feel like our sensitivities cause us to retreat in some way so we can be in more reflection rather than in action. So I will check in with the Daily Divine for my subscribers. I wasn't moved um, to speak on something yesterday. I waited for it and I just wasn't moved. If that happens again, I'll just fill it in with my own whatever. Um, I'm definitely feeling the spirit today. So I will check in with you guys in my subscriber group later on. And I'll probably check in and have at least a chance to have a short live on my main membership group, on my main channel. So we'll just see how things go. Moon is uh, Moon is curious earlier in the day, so it does lend itself to connecting.